Hello, sports fans. Coach Carroll here with SportsBanter38, and what we're going to do today is we're going to do a quick review over the first weekend of college football, Labor Day weekend. We've actually got a really good lineup. There's quite a few games that are going on this week. More than I actually thought. I thought it was the main headliner games, but after looking at the schedule, it's basically a full load this weekend. Of course, we got some of the top teams playing: Ohio State, Oklahoma, Clemson. Everybody's playing. They're not playing each other, but say Oregon State will be at Ohio State, Florida Atlantic going to Oklahoma. Then you got Furman going to Clemson. Just games like this should be pretty easy games for these teams. A lot of unless they're in some of the alternate site games, like the kickoff classic type games. They're most teams in the first week are going to play more or less warm up games, and it's going to be easy wins. And I'm not knocking them for doing this. It really does help the smaller schools. It's a big payday for those schools, so I'm all for it. I'm not complaining one bit. But this week there are several marquee games that are going on. That, for example, the highest ranked teams, we have Washington versus Auburn, and that will be at a neutral site. If I'm not mistaken, they are playing. I don't know if they're playing in Atlanta. I'm not sure. I know it's an alternate site though. That's a huge game for this week. You got Browning coming in versus Auburn with Jared Stidham, two players who could very well be in the talks for the Heisman Trophy, and two good teams. Me personally, I know a lot of people are picking Washington to come into Auburn and win, and some people are saying Auburn's favored. I don't know why, with Washington at 6 and Auburn at number 9. But me personally, I don't believe Washington's going to be able to beat Auburn. I feel like Auburn is going to be able to run the ball. I feel like Stidham's going to have a bigger year this year, and I believe he'll start with this game. Auburn's still good on the defensive front. I believe they'll be able to pressure Browning. I'm picking Auburn, and as far as the score, I feel like it's going to be a really good game. I'm not saying that Auburn's going to blow them off the field by any means. I'm seeing like a 28-24 type score, 24-21, somewhere around that area. Like I said, I feel like it's going to be a really good game. Let's see. We got West Virginia and Tennessee. West Virginia is about a 10-point favorite, which they should be. Tennessee is completely rebuilding. Does Tennessee have a shot to win this game? I believe it'll be closer than most people are anticipating. With Jeremy Pruitt in, Tennessee, two things: they need to be able to run the ball and get pressure on the quarterback. If they do those two things, they have a very, very good chance of winning this game. But all signs are pointing to a West Virginia win. I'm thinking it's going to be a score or less, but I feel like it'll be a good ball game. All right, moving on. See what else we got. Okay. Middle Tennessee and Vanderbilt. I'll go ahead and talk about that game real quick. Vanderbilt with Shermer in at quarterback. They have a good defense as usual. Vanderbilt always brings a good defense. Middle Tennessee with Brent Stockstill at quarterback. He was one of the better quarterbacks in the country last year. I feel like he will be good this year as well. He'll be against SEC competition. Vanderbilt, they'll have Keyshawn Vaughn, local product out of Pearl-Cohn High School, transferring from Illinois, playing running back, filling in for Webb, who graduated last year. I feel like he has the opportunity to be a star at Vanderbilt, and he could have a big game coming into playing this first game against Middle Tennessee. I'm going to pick Vanderbilt to win. I feel like MTSU will keep it close for a while, and then Vanderbilt will pull away late. I believe they'll be able to grind the clock down a little bit. And I'm going to say Vanderbilt 38-24, somewhere around there. Should be a good ball game. Should be a fun game to watch, though. Moving on, we have Louisville versus Alabama. It's another neutral site. I believe this is in Orlando. As far as this game goes, we'll have, I believe Tua and Hurts both are going to play. I don't feel like Louisville has anything for Alabama, even though Alabama will be replacing most of their starters on defense. There's the football factory. They usually don't. They just basically reload. They don't rebuild. So I feel like they'll be fine. I don't feel like Louisville is a team that's going to test them. Maybe in the defensive backfield early. I don't know. I feel like Alabama will still get pressure on Louisville's quarterback, and it will negate most of that anyway. So I'm going with Alabama pretty big. I'm going to say Alabama 45, Louisville 21, somewhere around there. And the last game I'm going to talk about will be the primetime game. I feel like this is the biggest game of the evening. You've got Michigan at Notre Dame. Of course, Michigan has brought in Shea Patterson, who has already been named the starting quarterback. They've got Devin Bush at linebacker, one of the best, if not the best, defensive player in the country. Then you got Notre Dame. They got talent from top to bottom. They got Wimbush at quarterback. He's a good player, not the greatest passer. I feel like this will be a good game for most of the game. It's on the road. I'm not sure if Notre Dame. I think Notre Dame's favored. Me personally, I believe Michigan is the better team. I don't believe Wimbush is going to be able to do a whole lot against that Michigan defense, and ultimately I believe that will be the difference. I'm picking Michigan to win this game 27-13. I don't feel like there'll be a lot of scoring left, or a lot of scoring in this game, because I believe it'll be two really good defenses, and I believe Michigan's defense is a little better, and I believe Michigan's offense is a little better, and I can see them getting roughly 27 to Notre Dame's 13 or so. And that's pretty much it, guys. I just wanted to go over a quick overview. If you're a fan of football, this will be a great weekend. There's some good games on tap for us. I'm really looking forward to watching football after the off season. I'm one of those people who just is kind of nipping at the bits to get going and watching football on the weekend. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed. Please like, share, subscribe. If you disagreed with anything I said, I'd love to hear your perspective on it. And once again, this is SportsBanter38. I'm Coach Carroll, and we are out. Have a great